About a year after I graduated college, I went to grad school, started going for a master's in music and vocal performance. I had actually interviewed with a big theater down in Atlanta. And then about 4 weeks later, I was discovering I was pregnant. I was trying to keep everything together in my own life. I had stopped singing altogether, and then all of a sudden now I'm responsible for somebody else's life. The floor of my life just evaporated and I was free falling. I had the pros of adoption and the cons of adoption and the pros and cons of raising the child on my own. So I was worried about the stigma of adoption. Born and bred in the Bible Belt in Georgia, and there is a stigma down here about teenage pregnancy and unwedded pregnancy, and your family has money, like your family has the resources. Why are you even considering adoption? And now I have to fess up to my parents. My dad's words were, "You're still our daughter. We'll carry you through this." I posted something on Facebook saying, "I can't wait to be a mom," and there was a comment saying, "Oh, does that mean you're gonna keep it?" And I said, "Yeah." I was like, okay, I'm gonna need all these clothes, I'm gonna need all these food, I'm gonna need a crib, I need, all these things started like just flooding in. Childcare, because I'm gonna have to work. And my anxiety shot through the roof. I'd never dealt with anxiety before. But over a series of conversations and people just kind of speaking into my life and encouraging me, this peace just came over me. I started to see the beauty that adoption could bring. And my counselor was said offhandedly, "You wanted a Georgia family." "Yeah, I told you that already." She's like, no, but I have to hear it. I have to hear you say, "I want a Georgia family." So, why do I have to go through all of that? She goes, "Because this is your adoption plan." And that was so huge for me. It's like, I have a voice again. She came up about 5 different books. There was one, they just had this openness to them. And so she had warned me that, I know you fall in love with the name Henry, but, just know that that may not be his name.
We were reading through her profile, and at the very end, sort of as a postscript, it said that she had been referring to the baby as Henry and wanted to know if the adopted family would also consider using that name. So our heart skipped a beat because back in 2012, when we first started trying to get pregnant, we chose the name Henry. That is Tim's grandfather's name. And so we thought, oh my goodness, this is too good to be true.
The agency I went with got everybody together about 2 weeks later. So about 10 minutes into the meeting, Allison reaches her hand across the table. She says, "So tell us about Henry." And in that moment, I knew that everything was going to be okay. He was born at 11:02. The first moments, skin to skin. That's when I knew what unconditional love means. I wanted an open adoption from the beginning. I wanted to be in his life so that he would know who I was.
We see each other about once every 2 months, which people find very surprising. We want him to know her, and we want him to have a healthy relationship with her.
Being able to have a little glimpse into her sacrifice that she made, that has given us the chance to be parents, has been life-changing.
There are so many families out there who earnestly want a child, and you could turn this burden of an unplanned pregnancy into a blessing for them. There's a difference between shame and guilt. Guilt is, I made a mistake. Shame is, I am a mistake. I never wanted Henry to live with an ounce of shame because he doesn't deserve it, because he is not a mistake. He is intentionally here. In my heart of hearts, Allison is Henry's mom. Tim is Henry's dad. She has done a phenomenal job, and far better job than I could ever have dreamed of doing. It's a friendship that's deeper than a friendship. It is the most beautiful resolution to a broken story, and you'll be shocked to see how the pieces that you feel are broken come together and form this beautiful picture. You realize that there is no reason for there to be a stigma of adoption. Life might have stolen a lot of stuff away from you. Adoption is a viable and beautiful option. Adoption gave me my voice back.